Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Palmer and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers offense as they take control of the football first. Denson, a freshman out of the state of Florida. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. To the ground, he's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. This defense was put in an awful position. If they can get a stop on 3rd down, a huge win to force the field goal. Oh, they're after him! And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The give on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Doing it himself again. Breaks the tackle.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. There's a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Here comes Clemson with another first down. On the run, it's Haynes. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Denson. On the run, still looking. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And we're even here in the 1st.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Bradshaw. The Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Running inside, it's Haynes. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Wesco's got it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in...
There's some room. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Release to the back. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the point after. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Hand off from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more. Oh, the ball squirts out near their own goal line. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You can tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradshaw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Johnson looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. The run inside. It's Bradshaw. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll go to the counter. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Denson. Wesco's got it in the middle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Could be an alley. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Making side adjustments here. They go to the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls it on the option. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like it just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give out of the gun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Denson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Trying play action. Punts it out of the air.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
What a disappointment. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside, it's Haynes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Nice move there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. He makes the grab. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. And now back to your game in Death Valley. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to our...
So we're gonna make a change of quarterback. We're gonna let Dickhead. I'm gonna let Dickhead get in because I just need the freshman to get some reps, get his shit up. But we are 24-3, so we're gonna go on the sub filler, whatever the hell his name is.
Are you playing with right now? The Clemson team?
Yeah, Clemson. I've been letting the left-handed freshman start. I'm going to go and let my boy get in there.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They go to the draw. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. He'll take it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if you're off, turning it on! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback keep, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. The play action fake. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the 1st down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run the option. Got enough for the 1st. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Clemson set up with another first down. The run inside. It's Davidson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. This is a designed run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. A designed run for the quarterback. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Helton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. He'll keep it again on the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. using his feet. Here's a little room there. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Finds his big tight end. Drills him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The option look. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Gibbs. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Didn't even reach double digits on the scoreboard last week. They were challenged, and so far, much improved in this one. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.